Learning to let go, in relationships. Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brianne. I don't give advice. I don't give suggestions. I just share with you my perspective on different topics. And I was out on my run today and I was thinking about when parents have to let go when their children become adults. We never stop being parents and our children never stop being children. And children always need their parents, okay? And parents remain parents no matter how old they get or how old their children get. And yet often there comes a point with grown children, competent grown children, that we have to let go. We have to let them make their decisions. I know as a mom, I want to tell my kids the right thing to do because I feel like I know the right thing to do. And yet often it's not always welcome because they want to find out themselves. They want to grow themselves. They want to experience life. And based upon everything I taught them, I have sent them out in the world. They go to college, they have jobs, they have to make decisions when I'm not there. And so letting go is sort of like when we put our first child into kindergarten and we cry all the way home because now we feel like, oh my gosh, our child is growing up. Well, it's when we begin to let go when they become adults. We have to let go. And letting go is not easy for a parent because often we do know better. And yet we have to let our child grow up and make their own decisions as well. Are we there if they ask us? Absolutely. For me, I'm absolutely always accessible to my kids for guidance and wisdom. And yet, even having given them guidance and wisdom that they've asked for, they may not listen to it. They may not take it. And that's okay too, because they've got to make their own decisions. But it is very challenging and difficult for a parent often to do that letting go process. And every situation is different, and every parent is different, and every situation in the family is different. What about other kinds of relationships? Maybe a friendship, or maybe a romantic relationship, or maybe even a significant relationship that is no longer what it was or as it is. Sometimes we go back and forth, and that can be very natural and normal, especially in the breakup of a romantic relationship. People go back many times sometimes before they make that final split. And remember, when you leave a relationship, you always want to leave it on a better note than when you came in, and always on a good note and polite note, if at all possible. And I understand it's not always possible, but most often I think it is, if the people in that relationship are working towards a positive closure. And not all relationships have to close. Sometimes relationships just change. And so you have to kind of change and adapt to the new relationship the way it is. And yet I think that we have to remember, whether it's in a long-term friendship, a romantic relationship, or our grown children, letting go is not always easy. It's a process. And so be patient with yourself when you're letting go, understanding that you too are a person who's going through these changes and learning to let go. If it's a job we're letting go of, sometimes we go back and forth to the job for a while to make sure. And that's kind of like what people consider closure. We're kind of going back and forth and back and forth. And that back and forth movement is sometimes necessary to make sure that we're making the right decision. And sometimes we find out that it's not the right decision and we stay in that situation because we realize it is the right situation. Okay, so I hope you like, share, subscribe to all 5 of my channels. Links are pinned at the top of the comment section below. If you connect with me, I will likely connect back with you as well. May God bless you, and I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.